Section 2, 111, dealing with workplace harassment and other forms of harassment.
Yes, council and audience, we have, in reviewing our ordinances, one thing that was, that stood out to us is that we did update our ordinances to include a sexual harassment policy, but we do not have anything in our current ordinances or policy book regarding other forms of harassment. And so, this item, number 1, is to update Article 7, Section 2, 111A to include other forms of harassment, not just sexual harassment. And I worked with the city attorney, Bart Sword, and our new head of civil service, Ms. Kathy Sellers, on the language of this. Any questions?
Any questions from the audience? All right, we're going to number 2. Consider an ordinance providing for.
We have a motion and then
I move. Second.
You have a motion.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Consider an ordinance providing for the incurring of debt and issuance of a bond, anticipation note of the City of Abbeville, State of Louisiana, in the amount not to exceed $5,900,000, and providing for other matters in connection therewith.
Move. Second.
Okay.
All in favor?
It's a public comment. Call for comments. Please call for comments.
Do we have any comments in the audience?
Yes.
Bond anticipation, can you please explain that?
I'm not sure if I can explain bond anticipation. This is the actual ordinance. We advertised this for the last, month and a half, I think it was, in the paper, that we intend to issue bonds up to $5.9 million to do the water plant improvement project. And so this is the ordinance that we're required to pass before we can incur the debt. Does that answer your question?
Yes, I think we talked about it once before.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, the anticipation kind of threw me. I thought maybe we were gonna get $5.9 million.
Well, actually, we're going to take out the bonds. And it's going to be a revolving loan fund through Louisiana Department of Health and Hospitals. And we do have it on pretty good accord that we will be 100, this loan will eventually be 100% forgiven, either this year or next, as soon as it's fully funded. But at this point, we need to incur the bonds and start the project. And we'll be working with LDH. We'll hear back from our bond attorney on those details. So we will be receiving $5.9 million from LDH. It is
Sounds good to me.
with Jason Akers and
Yeah, no water plant. Been here for years.
Any other questions?
Or comments from the audience? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Number 3, to consider an ordinance authorizing the issuance by the City of Abbeville, State of Louisiana, of its taxable utilities revenue bonds, LDH, in the amount not to exceed $5,900,000, authorizing the execution of a loan and pledge agreement and other loan documents with the Louisiana Department of Health, and providing for other matters in connection therewith.
I move.
Second. Al, you want me to explain a little bit?
Yes.
So it's it's 1.95% is the rate. There's an admin fee of 0.5% that's tied to this bond note. So we are pledging the revenues from our utility departments to pay the note. You have to say where when you incur debt, you have to say where the payment's going to come from. So it's going to come from the revenues of the utility that we sell. We'll pay the debt on the water plant note until such time as it's 100% forgiven.
Any comments from the audience?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ms. Mitchell.
Yes, so the utility is not gonna go up?
No, ma'am.
Okay, just wanna make sure.
So we're under evaluation from Louisiana Rural Water Association. And we asked for an update from them on the rate study. They did give it, no, I got this 10 minutes before I walked in here, so it could change. But what I saw was that the annual increase that we do on a regular basis covers our sustainability factor. So there, at this time, we do not foresee any increase in utility rate for the water in conjunction with this project.
And that's the same 5.9 million that may be forgiven.
Correct. It is actually over, the project total is over $8 million. 2.3 million is coming from the water sector grant funds that we got. 500,000 is coming from Delta Regional Authority, that's a grant. And so the local fund match was gonna be $5.8 million. We're gonna bond out up to 5.9 to cover that. And we do anticipate that to be 100% forgiven from LDH. I did notice that Todd and Mr. Jean are in the audience. Do either one of you have anything to correct or state about that?
No, I think that's correct. The current item is for the LDH bonds, which we hope will be forgiven. The previous agenda item was bond anticipation notes, which will be issued prior to those bonds, just to begin the project.
So we don't have to wait for the LDH to be funded. So we need to get, as you know, the water plant keeps having breakdowns, so we need to get that project started. Okay, any other questions? Take a vote.
That's it. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? City meeting is adjourned.
Hey, good job. Good job, Councilman. Pass that back over here.